In today's episode, let's make the 4-ingredient sandalwood cones. Hello, Namaste and welcome to the Om Incense Show with DJ. I am Dolly Jha here and I bring to you readings, reviews, recipes and tutorials to take your incense quotient to the next level. So if you are an incense enthusiast, consider subscribing. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so let's start making our incense now. We have this sandalwood powder, sandalwood dust, sandalwood powder, Tragacanth gum powder and some water. So since I'm making a very small batch here, let's see the measurements for the recipe and you can calibrate it according to your own needs. So this is how you measure a teaspoon or whatever spoon that you have. So you level it like that. We're going to use 2 spoons of this, 2 parts. I'm using half a tablespoon for this recipe. You can use whatever you want to, but so you have to basically see the measurement of it. So we take 2 parts of this sandalwood dust. You can either go for sandalwood dust, or if you get sandalwood shavings, you can pulverize that into powder as well and sieve it with sift it with a fine sieve, so you get a nice powder like this. And now, so 2 scoops was this and 1 part of this. I'm using plain water here, but if you have rose water or probably Ganga Jal or something, you can even use it here. So we take 1 part of this. And now let's mix this very well. Now that we've mixed the dry ingredients well, we now have an option of either keeping this mixture for aging, in which case you would keep it in a dried glass bottle in a dark, dry and cool place away for say at least 15 days and anywhere above 3 months or so. So you do that, when you age the mixture, the incense comes out better. However, if you do not have time for that and if you want to straight away go ahead, then you can make that as well. However, please notice that I haven't used the gum powder in the mixture which I have to age. But since we are making it right here, right now, I'm adding the the gum powder here. So the gum powder that I'm taking here is 1/8 of a teaspoon. And we mix that as well. You need to mix all of this really well so you get a good incense. Aging is always a preferable thing to do. However, if you are in a hurry and if you are a beginner and you would just want to make some incense, then you might as well go ahead with it. Now that the dried ingredients have been mixed well, let's add a little water to this. Please be very careful while adding water. You need to add very little water at a time so you don't overdo it, because we do not want even a little bit of extra water in this. Now here I'm using this plain water. You can use Ganga Jal, you can use rose water, Kevra water, you can use the flower distillates, you can use any nice liquid here. So I'm using this water here. Just add this little water here. So now that the incense mixture has come together, we formed a dough. It's very important to knead the dough really well. So I've mixed the dough for around 2-3 minutes. That's the minimum you would want to do. Otherwise the dough comes together in around say 30 seconds to 45 seconds. But it's important to mix the dough, knead the dough well for 2 to 3 minutes so that the gum gets activated and the incense is easier to manage. Also, at this point, again, you have an option of either keeping this dough to rest overnight, in which case also we get a better incense because the wood soaks the water all up really well, and the dough becomes much more manageable the next morning or probably 24 hours. However, like I said, if you're a beginner and you really want to get ahead with it, go ahead with it, then it's your choice. You can just make the incense right away. To dry the incense, it's better that you take a sieve like this. If you have a smaller batch like this, of course, if you have a bigger batch, you would want a wooden platform or something to keep your ready cones in. And you keep a base like this so that the incense, when you place the cone on this, it gets aired from all the sides. So let's make the cones now. We take a little bit of this and we start to make, let's make a bigger cone now. You just fasten the cone with your hand like this. You have to take care, since this is natural cone, there is no chemical in it to assist in the burning of the cone. We only have the wood powder to rely on. It's always better to make a smaller base. You see, the base has to be that small. It has to be as small as the base of a pencil, and that way it's much easier to see the cone burn through in one go. So we do that and we place the cone like that. So that's how we make a cone. Let's make another one for you. For starters, I'd suggest, if you're somebody who's just starting out, it's better that you make small batches so that just in case you go wrong anywhere, you don't waste a lot of material, because these incense ingredients are really expensive, costly stuff. But you also have to learn, so you have to make. So bake small batches. And please note that you must always mention all the process and everything in your recipe book. Do maintain a recipe book. That's of the utmost importance. Also, let me know what else you would like to see on the channel. I have a lot of things planned up, but let me know what you would want to see here, so I can make videos accordingly, and it's going to be a fun. So those are the cones that we've made. Out of the recipe ingredient that we had, we got 5 neat cones. So you need to dry this for at least a week, depending on the kind of temperature that you are in. Or you could, extend it to at least 3 weeks or so. The one thing that you must always do is, once you've made the incense and it's dried, you must cure it for some time. So keep it away in a glass jar bottle for say 15 days or so. And after that, when you use up the incense, the fragrance is going to come out much better. However, if you're starting out and if you're really keen on using your incense, straight away, it's better that you dry this for around 1 to 3 weeks, and then you can just, straight away start using it. The one thing that you must keep in mind, that since we haven't added any essential oil or any chemical to this, the fragrance that you get is going to come out really well. The energetics, you can actually feel the energetics of it. However, since it is not going to be a store-bought kind of an incense, the kind of ingredient that you use is going to determine the kind of fragrance that we get from this. Because most of the incense, most of the sandalwood powder that we get in the market here, especially those finer ones, are the ones that, that do not have oil in them. And also the wood shavings is the same for the wood shavings as well. There's no essential oil in them. So you cannot expect that kind of a fragrance from it. But it's gratifying to make your own incense and use it for your own gods or deities, or for whatever purpose you want to use it for. So I hope you learned something from today's episode and you liked it. Do give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and share it with somebody whom you think can learn from it. See you in the next episode. Till we meet again, take very good care of yourself. Namaste.